Hello guys, welcome back. So just doing another video. How are you all doing? I hope you're all holding up okay in this time at the moment. Yeah, we are back with another one. This one's slightly different though. This one's to do with the trophy system on the PS4, and I'll go into that a little bit more in a second. We sort of have trophies on the PS4, and Sims, you can get trophies for the Sims 4 as well. And I want to do this. I want to get all the trophies completed. So with this one in particular, this is the refined palette, so it's to get the max level in the painting skill. I think I'm going to do them individually with sort of separate. I could do it along with gameplay, but I'm going to make it more. I'm going to make it more difficult for myself. You know, it's all good. But with this one, I am making a brand new sim. You're probably going to see her quite a lot. Her name's Daniela, which you'll see in a second. So what this is basically, with PS4 we can have trophies for games and we can complete them that way. Now I have already completed 2 trophies in the time that I have had the Sims. The reason I haven't completed them, I completed all of them, I pretty much have completed all of them, but I haven't completed them officially on the trophies, is because I tend to use the BB Move Objects cheat for my builds, so the cheats do tend to go on, meaning that we don't get trophies. Which, you know, it's alright. So, yeah, I will show you which ones I have already done in a second. But yeah, so this is Daniela, and she's going to be our sim that we're going to be using for this challenge. Not really challenge, just a trophy, just like completing the trophies. So basically, these are the 2 ones I've already done. So I did these last year. So we have the all-nighter, have a sim stay awake for 24 hours straight. Which these 2 you'll see that actually in my gameplay was very treat my Sims really good, and the introvert. So have a sim do nothing social for 24 sim hours. I ran them both on the same day last year, but obviously there is no gameplay or recordings for that because that was last year. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in with the paint of my phone's going off. How rude. Press record, everyone starts chatting in my work chat. Let me turn that on silent. So yeah, this is so let me just go into a little bit of what it is. So with PS4, when you have PlayStation 4, you have what they call trophies, which you can get for the games you have, and for Sims 4 that's no different. We can still get trophies for the Sims 4. I'm not sure if you can do this on other platforms. I'm not sure, but Sims 4 PS4 we can. So there are so many trophies. I don't even know exactly how many there is. I could probably count them all, but we'll probably be here forever. But you know, it's all good. But there are a lot of trophies that are related to sort of. There's one to do with you know, earning so much. There's one to do with a legacy one, which is going to take a long time, and there's a few to do with the ghosts in there. There's some to do with the aspirations, the careers, a lot to do with the skills. Not every single skill is covered, but most skills are in the Sims 4 to get a trophy for. They all have different varying levels as well, and then to obviously get the final trophy, the platinum trophy, is to complete all of the trophies, which I think is something. I think it's called like Sim Guru or something like that. Yeah, the ultimate Sim Guru. Something like that, but that's the big boy. That's that's what that is. But today, so in this one in particular, so it's a slightly long video, but it's very sped up. A lot of it's been cut out. I did this in one night, and I really should have done this alongside the painter career. Did I? Nope. Am I having to do the painter career as a follow-on? Yes. So there is a painter career coming, which is not quite finished. We're very close to finishing that career. But this is the trophy to get the maxed out painter skill. So it's called the refined palette, and it is to have a sim reach max level in the painting skill. So what I've done is I've just moved into... Where did I move into? I think it was Brindleton Bay. I've only just seen it. I've only not long just done this, but I've already forgotten. So yeah, this was Brindleton Bay. I really like Brinton Bay. It comes with Cats and Dogs expansion pack. If you don't have it, it's actually one of the prettiest worlds in my opinion. And then you have like the vet clinic and all that stuff in there, and I think that's really, really cool. Obviously for me, who's an animal lover, I'm a dog groomer as a job at the moment as well, so, and I have been for a good few years now. So for me, being able to like own your own vet is great, which I might actually do. I might do a video on that, you know. If you guys want to see that, let me know, because I would quite happily do the vet clinic and see if we can get to a 5-star vet clinic. Ooh, that's not a bad shout. But yeah, so what I did, I just moved Daniela into our Brindleton Bay house. So before I started, I just wanted to change up a bit because, one, we needed a easel. It's a big part. And also, we had hardly any money, so I had to delete all but one chair. By the way, she never uses that chair. Just a little spoiler heads up. And I had to just delete a few things and make things a little bit more, a little bit brighter. I don't really like the windows in this top bit, but I didn't. I mean, I did what I could. I mean, the light in here is terrible. But yeah, so what I did is I spent a whole night. I said not a whole night, but I did it in one night. It was very late. So yeah. But I spent a night doing the painter skill, so I got Daniela to max out the painter skill. Screw the welcome wagon. We have shit to do. We are trying to get this painting skill on max level. I actually really like this sim. I think we are genuinely going to see her a little bit more. Obviously, I'm doing the painter career trophy as well, so she will be used for that as well. But yeah, so I don't even know exactly where it is, you know. I think it's called something colours. Flying Colours is the trophy for the career. So it's to have a sim reach max level in the painter career. That is coming next. And it will be with Daniela. I do think we're going to use Daniela for a few things, because there's a few trophies where you have to complete 5 aspirations. And all that sort of jazz as well. So I was really excited because I completed this aspiration. So I think what we'll probably do is, for that one, we'll probably use Daniela, and we'll probably just, you know, once we've done the painter career, we'll move on to something else, get her a new aspiration, and we'll do that as well. Her lifespan is on long, so I don't know if you knew this, but you can go onto your settings on Sims, and you can change, it's not cheating or anything like that, but it's just changing sort of their, you know, you can change their free wills, so you can change that, whether, you know, you have to wholly and solely control them and their actions, or if you want to let them do what they want to do. Also, you can turn on and off whims, which are the little thought bubbles above their head. You do get little points for them, and you can buy traits and all these lovely things, which I do put up at some point, but it's sped up, so I don't know how long it's going to be on there for. But yes, so we're just going to basically go through, max out this painting skill, and I also wanted to get this aspiration done as well. Now, I don't believe there is a trophy. I didn't get one to complete the aspiration for the painter extraordinaire, I think it's called, something like that. But there isn't one for that, but there is obviously the 5 aspirations, so we're just going to work towards that. But my goal with this was to get, oh, my dogs are walking around, please don't stop barking, was to get the aspiration completely finished, and in that is to reach, you know, max painting skill. So I thought I'd combine the two. So we're just working on the first. There we go. There, they start barking. We're just working on the first aspiration today, and also just getting that painting skill maxed to the top. But Yeah, so these are the little reward stores. So these are the little points. These are the little things you can buy. Some of the things would be really handy for her. So you can create masterpieces with some things, or more likely to create masterpieces. And I also did in the sort of alongside the painter career that I'm recording as of current, sort of away from this pre-recording. So I did the sort of make your sim super lean to super fat sort of thing, and you just use the skill points. You probably could do it properly, but I mean that one's going to be a really short video for you guys. That one's really short. But yes, so this took me, I had about 2 hours 20 minutes of recording. The last 20 minutes I lost, so we don't actually get to see the pop-up come up. We just see the screenshot of what my PlayStation took when I received the Max Painting Skill Trophy, which is all the way at the end. Now the issue is because she is on her own, so you can sort of see I've already done a few paintings and things like that. She gets, so because she has the creative trait, I think she gets inspired a lot, and actually her fun goes up by painting as well, because it's something that, you know, she finds fun. But the issue is because she's on her own, I didn't want anyone else to be there, because one, they were sort of just getting in the way, and there's another sim to control, and I'm just purely doing this to get the trophy. But also when she's chatting, it just naturally would just take her longer to paint, and I'm not about that life right now. we can get her a friend later on. She does actually make a friend with someone, and I thought, yeah, this is lovely, because someone turns up at her door, and she's an elder, and I thought, this is lovely, like she's got an elder friend, but we do lose her at some point, which, you know, it sucks. She's so friendly with her, but because she was on her own, I kept having to, even though I'd ended the welcome wagon, so everyone hated her only slightly, only a little red line, I did have to keep sort of going to the chat and clicking on, so rather than getting a sim round, I could just click on the sim and press chat, so they'd sort of like do a phone call with them, a super quick phone call, send a text, all that sort of stuff helped with her social, and it actually went up more than you'd think actually for her social. So every so often I did have to keep doing that, but yeah, and at some point in this as well, she also tries to make a something other than a garden salad. I like doing the garden salad because she can't burn the place down with that, so that's always nice. But at some point she does try to make something else, which is just renowned for starting fires. Well, I mean, it always seems to be the thing they're cooking when a fire gets started. So I just try and work out where exactly that is, because I actually did put the sound on for that. But yeah, it took me just over 2 hours of gameplay, and that was with mostly on the triple speed, just to sort of get there as quick as possible, because like I said, I'm not doing it all together, not doing like the painter career and the painting skill and all of that together. I was sort of doing it separately, but I think for the others, I think I might do it together. Might be a little bit easier to do that. I just find it easy because if she didn't have a job, she could make money from her paintings. She also did earn a little bit of fame, particularly in the painter career. She earns a bit of fame, so we do get a few fame points, but that's for the next video. But yeah, so we literally just spent like hours getting Daniela to be Matt's level for painting, and I got really excited when she was whenever she made like a masterpiece. I was like, oh, she's done it. And I was in a party with some of the boys at the time, and all they heard was just random like, she made a masterpiece and all this stuff. And when she goes and tries to make a grilled cheese, I kept the sound in, but yeah, it was just funny. But yeah, so we literally spent loads of time trying to get this painting skill up. But I wanted to give you some sort of like accurate representation. Obviously, like it does take a few hours on triple speed. Obviously on PS4 we don't get mods or anything like that, so there's no such thing as that sort of cheating on here anyway. But yeah, there was no cheating, so we can still get the trophies. But yeah, so that is what is happening today. She does make, see there you can see, so she has already become a little bit famous. I want to say she maybe loses that, or like very slowly like almost loses that. You know what, I don't even know what day it is anymore, let alone like exactly what I did. Yeah, so she's just become a noticeable newcomer, which is to do with the fame side of things, which I don't think you get unless you have the Get Famous pack. A little thing for you. But she was actually quite easy, even though, because she didn't have a job or anything like that, she didn't have like a career or anything like that alongside it, it was actually quite easy to control everything. Like every Sims game, the longer it goes on for, the more it's like, bro, like her knees are so low. So sometimes her knees do go quite low. She also makes some really nice paintings. I have to say, the paintings on The Sims 4, some of them are actually real nice. And I could have framed a few and that, but also, if you get her to admire them, it makes her happy, because she, I think because she has the, I want to say she has the trait to do with being an art lover, which is why it comes up with that little symbol next to when it said, you know, the option to admire one of her paintings. That also helps her to feel more confident or to feel happy, so she's more likely to create something that's a little bit cooler. But yeah, and then when it comes to the painter career, it does bring extra things on top of that, so you can, you know, critique your work and things like that. And also when it gets, you know, skill gets maxed out, it's a lot easier to do stuff like that. So she's more likely, I don't know if that's a fact, but I've just noticed it's more likely that she would create a master for the sake of like 30 seconds or like a minute of her studying her work, with the chance of getting a better, you know, chance of a masterpiece or better work. I mean, I think it's worth it. Yeah, like I said, obviously I just keep having to get her to chat with everybody. But yeah, just so her social need would be like fine. I think at some point I do have to take her to a gallery in this as well. I believe at some point, whenever that may be. But she actually does get quite friendly with pretty much everyone on that she knows, actually, in the neighbourhood. So Justin was one of them, and here we go. Dogs may start barking in a second, so I may have to just pause and start again when they stop, which is fine. If you're in my live streams a lot, you'll know that my dogs are quite annoying with their barking. Yeah. So, as I was saying, she makes friends with Justin, so she turns that completely around. And she also makes friends with a elder called Eleanor, which actually happens to turn up at her door. Which, I mean, kind of sweet. I mean, actually no, that would be kind of cool. Like, it'd be kind of sweet. Like, you just moved into a new neighbourhood, and then just like your friendly neighbourhood, your friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man, your friendly neighbourhood elder just comes around and she's like, "Hi, I'm Eleanor. How are you doing?" But yeah, so with the painting skill, it's literally just painting as much as possible. And then obviously if you can solely, like, I got her to be able to support herself in this house on her own with no job, purely just from painting. So she can earn a fair bit on it. It's, I mean, it's something that alongside the painter career would probably be easier, but she does have more time to paint, which sounds really weird. When obviously she's at work for like I think the painter career is like usually, like, it starts off as 9 till 5, for quite a few promotions as well. But yeah, and then yeah. But yeah, we just hit another milestone in the painter extraordinaire aspiration. And this is Eleanor. So this is the elder I was telling you about. So she actually becomes really good friends with Eleanor. It's purely just through, obviously she does a little bit of chat and stuff with at her door, so she does get a little bit of a head start, but not much. And it's literally just through giving, like, you know, going click on her friend list and pressing chat, so she gives her a call and a text every so often. But yeah, so that's literally it. So you can actually make friends. So you can see it's not very high, but you can actually make friends on Sims just by chatting with them in your own home, which is great if you're, you know, riddled with social anxiety. But yeah, so part of her aspiration was to take it not to a gallery, it was to a museum, so it was to an art museum. So I'm pretty sure it was in Willow Creek we went to, yeah. And I think it was just to view 3 pieces of art, and that was all it was. So we did that super quick. Yeah, let me check it. It was just 3 and not 2. Oh, I think I was ready to press home after I pressed 2, and I was like, no, we need to do 3. I'm not travelling all the way here, because the travel screen, well, the loading screens on Sims are just long. They're so long. They just take forever. And she doesn't like thunderstorms. There was a lot of thunderstorms I'm noticing, which is quite frustrating because it makes her really tense, and it's like, if she's tense, she can't paint. Priorities are so in line there. Completely in line. Oh, that's right, I forgot she like hung out the whole time at our house. Throughout that, the walls do get absolutely covered as well in paintings, and I sort of like left the wall for like most of the masterpieces she has. Someone's having a drink. Oh, it is hot today. Oh my word! I don't even know what temperature is it today. Since we've gone into lockdown, it has been so hot. You have a few days where it's been like, but it's been so hot where we are. Probably because no one's driving their blooming cars, for one.
Oh no, heck no, pause that shit. You are not grilling a cheese. No, that is how fires start, Sims. We're doing so well. You can cook yourself some garden salad. That is a wonderful bowl of garden salad. Oh, it's not finished yet. Okay. Oh, I'm scared. If you swear to God, if you, but I'm scared. I am proud of you. She did not cause a fire.
So that is what I meant, where I kept the sound in. Where she wanted to just go randomly make herself a grilled cheese. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but grilled cheese are just renowned for Sims to just start fires, especially if they're a little bit more of a low level of a skill. Definitely a little tip if you don't want them to burn the house down. Get them to do something that they don't like, salad that they don't need the cooker for, basically. But yeah, so that was just with the boys in the party, and me and Josh, we have like our own flat on Sims, and the first thing that happened when we sort of went into, before we made the flat, it was the first time we like got the Sims together. He tried to cook, and it was a grilled cheese, and instantly within 20 seconds of him being in the house, not even on fast mode or anything like that, just like on triple speed, yeah, he's he started a fire. So that's what that was about. So, but yeah, that was a little bit of speech I was talking about earlier. By the way, it is currently 22 degrees here. It feels like 23. Now, I live in a very warm room, so it feels so much hotter in here. But yeah, it is so warm at the moment. I think it's meant to be really, really hot tomorrow. Like 27 degrees Celsius or something like that. Like, obviously there's loads of people that are like, that's not even hot, but for us, that's quite warm. Okay, it's quite warm. But yeah, so we took us to the art museum, got to view 3 pieces of artwork. So as you can see, we are on our second to last sort of like criteria milestones before she finishes this aspiration. But yeah, so actually it wasn't so bad, and her fame is still going up, and she's quite a happy sim. She's always confident or inspired, which is quite nice, I think. I also really like her dress sense as well. I love some of the clothes we had with like university and stuff like that, like the university pack. Oh, beautiful. Jessica's amazing. I love it. Love that clothing. There we go. So she created a masterpiece. So this is where the masterpiece started coming in, and I was like, nah, it needs its own wall. But yeah, so I do actually move it over eventually, and I put all like the masterpiece on their own wall. I think it's above her bed. But yeah, this whole room gets absolutely filled with just artwork everywhere, all different shapes and sizes. She does make some pop art, which is like, for example, like this one, which straight away she's just made 2 masterpieces. This took me a little while, because I think the one after this milestone is to create like 5 masterpieces. And where I actually wanted to create masterpieces, I just wasn't getting them. And that's the bit of footage at the end that I actually seem to have just lost. Like, it just didn't save. So, which was kind of sad, because that was like the last few masterpieces, and you can sort of hear my voice talk, because I was going to leave the sound on how excited and how shattered I was, because it was so late. I was like, I finally did it. But yes, so level 8, we're so close to getting this finished. Of the maximum painter skill. But she does that. Like, I do genuinely, I know I said it earlier, but I do genuinely think the paintings in like that they can make on the canvases are actually really nice. They're really well done. I like them a lot. But yeah, I think as well. So as well, one of the things for the criteria that I just want to clear up is to make emotional paintings. I think that was the milestone before, like the milestone set before the ones we're doing now. Maybe, I'm not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, so with that, I was like, oh, how am I supposed to do this? Because it won't let me choose an emotional painting. Once she gets to like level 9 or 10 in the painting skill, she can just create them without feeling that emotion. But her being confident is an emotional like painting. So if you just do loads of confident paintings, that will go up. Just to let you know, just in case anyone was like, oh, it has to be happy or sad or angry. Confident is one of them. So just a little thing for you. Oh yeah, one of her little whims was she wanted to play in the leaves. I don't think we ever got to do that. Because when I went to go do it, the leaves disappeared. I was like, what's that point in that? So I think we just completed the second to last one. So we're now on the last, we're now on the last milestones of the Painter Extraordinaire aspiration. I was like, yes, look, she's already made a masterpiece. I'm flying. Look at me go. Yeah, no, that didn't last very long. It took a little while, just a little while to do it. But yeah, so I will be continuing to do all these trophies with you guys as recordings, apart from the 2 I had already done, obviously, which I included at the start, which was the all-nighter and the introvert. I believe they're sort of like lower down trophies, like maybe like bronze trophies. But yes, we've got so many skills, so many careers, and so many careers I haven't actually even tried, so it's going to make me branch out a little bit. Quite excited about it. Really am quite excited. But yeah, it's actually quite exciting. And there's also one called The Most Interesting Sim in the World, where the sim has to have 12 or more traits. We're probably also going to use her as well, because with the points in the painted career, which you will see when that gets uploaded, I did actually get her some traits with the points she got from her aspiration. So I think she will end up having 12 or more traits. I think she also might be the sim that completes that one for me too. But yeah, I think all the ghost related ones are probably going to do last. I think. Well, hello. There is as well the legacies, so we need to have play a household for 10 generations or more. I mean, we can maybe get that done fairly soon. Then we play a household for 26 generations or more, so we're actually going to have to do a proper legacy challenge, which I want to do, and I think that's the perfect way to do that, in the sense of doing it within my legacy challenge, I guess. But yes, I really hoped you enjoyed. Obviously, it was very like sort of speedy recording video version of this, I guess. Like I said, obviously I lost half my footage, so you won't be able to see some of the stuff, but I do throw up the screenshot of her receiving, you know, the trophy, where the PlayStation automatically takes a screenshot of it when you complete it. But there is another video coming up soon, actually 2 coming up soon. But yes, there we go. So I earned the trophy. There's another one down, and now we just need to do however many more we have. But if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!